Hey, Matt, what was that sound?
$1,800 tequila.
Yeah, so this show is an expensive show.
It was a very good show, though.
Yeah, so you're going to have to listen to it. What do you think we talked about, or do you remember?
I think we talked about products of the year.
Right?
Yeah, like bike, gear, bike parts, and tools.
But you're going to have to wade through a lot of questions to get there. Tech Talk Taco Tuesday is brought to you by Recluse. They make super awesome auto clutches. And Matt, don't you wish you had one?
Oh, I do wish I had one every day, especially in tight technical sections.
So they make you a skill level better rider. So you could go from what, novice to intermediate?
Oh, in a heartbeat. I know this from experience. When I made it up hills, I had no business making up.
And I can agree, because 9 out of 10 people I know that don't like a Recluse clutch have never tried one. So if you need to know a little bit more about Recluse clutches, check out www.recluse.com. That's spelled REKLUSE. And now here's the show. Okay, so live from Pahrump, this is Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. This is the show.
What?
We talk when he's not here.
Oh, okay. Logan, you leading the way? So
Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. It's where we talk about dirt bikes and dirt bike related products.
okay. Anything else that we talk about?
How's it doing?
Thank you, Ed.
Yeah. Well, I was put on the fly. Wasn't told. Wasn't prepped. Jimmy just ran off, and he's coming back with beer. So if you know Jimmy, it's pretty on brand.
Yeah, you guys did a good job, right? It was
Yeah.
perfect while I was gone. I can do this
Logan
from now
was
on.
Logan was carrying the torch.
Did you read the read?
No.
We're not done with that yet.
No.
Who's this show brought to you by?
Honda and their new 2021 Sierra 450R is designed to take you straight from the starting gate to victory circle. This amazing open class motocrosser features all new chassis and a major motor engine overhaul, new suspension, and new bodywork. And you can forget about clutch fade, adjustment, and hand fatigue with the new hydraulic clutch system. Lighter than ever, the Sierra 450R explodes out of corners when you need to increase your limit. So get on down to your local dealer and check out the Honda 2021 Sierra
450R.
Go to Honda.
Nope.
Honda.com to see our full lineup of competition dirt bikes. The Sierra 450R is intended for close course operation only.
Okay, Matt, would you practice that? I mean, like, you would practice that if you knew you had to read that, so much so that you could almost read it off of without having to read it. Because I pulled it away from him last time, and I let him read it this time. I noticed that you try to read every word. You should kind of memorize it and just kind of flow through it.
Yeah.
I think that would help. You have it in here. You have it right here. It's all over the place. You got, so you keep working on that. We'll work on this by the end of the show. Anyways, I want to thank Honda for coming on and supporting the show. Their support is a lot more deserving of a professional read than that. But Logan's not a professional. Well, he was a professional. I just had to give you a W-9 form you had to fill out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which is struggle as well. So hey, you know that dentist guy, Matt? Mm-hmm. I caught you.
Yeah.
I caught you with the thing. Let's see. Mitch is out there. Mitch, I have a job for you. I need to talk to you about something, which is good. Logan, pin that mic. What do you think that means? I think he wants more sound out of it. I can turn a knob and possibly make it a little bit better, but we're not sure. Remember, we're not sound experts. Actually, we're not experts at much of anything. And George just posted a picture of a Honda Goldwing on the on the chat room, which is that's about as bad as the. I hate to say it, the agency that I'm working with when we got this stuff, because they originally sent me Goldwing ads for And that's a problem is now the agencies are so removed from the actual enthusiasts that are running a lot of these companies, or even some companies don't have a lot of enthusiasts working there. It's just somebody that took a job at a company doing something. And you might be into frogs. Like, Matt, you're not into frogs, are you?
No.
Logan, you into frogs?
Not really.
What if I told you could make like $70,000 a year pitching frogs? Whatever that is.
Well, suddenly I really like frogs.
Right, you do it. So I don't know. I'm dealing with some of these people in the motorcycle industry, and I don't know. They don't like me. Okay, so where are we at? What's the point of the show? Do you explain that to people, that we answer dirt bike and dirt bike related questions?
Yes.
What I want to do, since this is the last show of the year, was kind of talk through products and bikes and stuff of the year, because it's the end of the year. We're going to do this year wrap-up show. Everybody does this, and I have pretty strong opinions about things. And I put it out on the Facebook, so I kind of threw a post up. It was pretty late, so I didn't get a ton of response, so we can let the chat room sort of take over. After all, there are 31 people out there, and you are allowed to comment and chat in the chat room. We'd like to see who you are, where you're at, what you think. But I said we were going to do it by my rules, and here's the rules that I have. So there are a lot of products that I could mention on this show, like really good products, stuff that is like product of the year worthy. And I haven't really thought about this much. I was thinking about while we were riding today.
Yeah.
Like I was actually, I mentioned it to you on the ride, right? That was going to be a little bit of the theme of the show. And that's when I started thinking about, I should think about like, okay, what would be the bike I would pick bike of the year, and what would be the gear of the year. So I wrote down bike, gear, bike part, and tool. Those seem like decent categories.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of people that help us out with dirt bike tests, sponsors, partners, we like to call them. Mm-hmm. Some on this show specifically, others in our digital magazine, which hopefully we'll do a second issue. I think we're working on a second issue. I just don't want to work that hard. So blame Jimmy if it doesn't come out. You can just totally blame me. But if your product is one of my favorite things, and I talk to you about advertising in our magazine or on some of our platforms, I'm going to forget the name of your company. I can't help myself, because I mean, the not to say that, my endorsement is an end all be all, but it's people trust. The people listen to this show. Mm-hmm. People read our website, and it doesn't matter. I'll put it up there, but at some point I can put an editorial filter on it. I'm going to do it right now. I'm just going to forget the name of the company. I'll describe the product, and most smart people will figure it out, because there's a couple of them on there that are things that really, really make a difference. They're good additions to a bike. They're stuff that I believe in. I personally use. I would pay for it. I do pay for it sometimes. Mm-hmm. And then when I go back to some of these companies and I say, hey, we're going to do this magazine. Here's a really awesome rate to get your stuff in front of people that are looking to buy things. They say, well, let's see how it goes. You're going to see how it goes right now. You could be winning a product of the year on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. So 30 people are going to, 30, maybe 25, 40 now. 40 people are going to hear about it. Then that's beside the 500 or the 1,000 or the 10,000 or whatever, however many people this stuff reaches, because I don't follow all that crap. Mm-hmm. But you would just have probably some people that are either they already know, or they would really be interested in pursuing that thing. And so anyhow, we'll get to that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. So the things are bike of the year, gear of the year, bike part, and tool. So if you want to comment on that stuff, let us know. Logan's going to try to keep track of it on his little phone there and tell us what's going on, and Matt maybe too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I can.
You've got to remember to talk when I get my chance to sip a beer. Yeah. The reason I told you to text the other guy, the guy that bought the super, super expensive tequila that we have. Uh-huh. I will potentially. I would like to share a small sip of this. It'd be the most expensive tequila you've ever tasted, probably ever will taste, and it would just maybe drive him nuts a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we see Jeremy pop up, let me know. George is going to be all pissed that he's not here. This is not, and it's not for sharing for the peanut gallery either, because maybe a little bit. I gotta. Oh, man, that stuff's precious.
I look forward to it because I just know some of the tequila you have here is pretty top tier.
It's all gifted to me, but I like to share it. It's special. It's definitely sipping tequila. It's definitely good. Logan, you can't have any.
Yeah, I know.
You know, good.
Do you still sip like a Russian?
Do I sip like a Russian?
Yeah.
What does that mean? No. I enjoy it. No. Sip tequila like a good tequila tasting Mexican. Okay. Yep. It's not for putting ice in. It's not for making margaritas. It's an enjoyable taste. What are we going to talk about? Dirt bikes today?
I thought we were talking about tequila and frogs.
Oh,
the $70,000 frogs.
70. Yeah, well, that's your yearly salary to talk about frogs. Matt, what do we get to do today?
We got to ride dirt bikes.
What kind of dirt bikes do we ride?
A 2021 Gas 350. I cannot remember the model name, just the
EX.
EX.
That's sort of the cross country, racing version. Yep.
And then a 2021 KTM 125 XC.
Yep, I got that one.
Yeah.
So you jealous, Logan?
Yeah.
Yep. What were you doing this afternoon?
Chores.
Good. Yeah, somebody needs to do those things. You come over here and do some chores too, like edit this show tomorrow night.
Okay.
How did the editing of this last week's show go for you?
Really easy.
Right.
Oh, really easy.
I mean, he never even showed up. That's why there's two. I had to do 2 weeks of shows. I don't have time. Let's see. David Potts says, remember that all of us here have many friends that ride, and we also influence them. So any recommendation from DBT will get passed along. Yeah, so that's the what do they call that? There's a
networking?
Well, it's networking, but there's like an effect. It's like when we used to print the magazine, we sold 185,000 copies, right?
Yeah.
But they said the circulation, or they said the amount of eyeballs that saw it was like near 400, 500,000 because every magazine, So there is some of that, and and a lot of, those numbers are probably stretched a little bit, but at the same time, back in magazine days, magazine was one of the, before the internet, was the source of information.
Yeah.
And now it's just getting so spread out. It's difficult to we're so buried in down different layers of stuff. I mean, because we don't give away bikes. Mm-hmm. What else don't I do?
You don't give away gear.
Don't give away gear, parts. We should try to figure out how to do that, but somebody would have to manage that, and it's hard to do when you're pinned going down a sand wash on a KTM 125 XC.
Yeah,
turning with just the. We got like a 1/100th of an inch of rain, which made no difference at all. But I was still able to I was trying to ride that thing so hard that the front tire just barely skimmed on the ground, and it was almost like you're skiing on a. It was almost like you're snowboarding more than skiing because you weren't putting the two wheels down. It was just one wheel. It was good.
Yeah. I know you were pinning it because I couldn't keep up.
Yeah. It's George says, I finished the Classe Azul Alter last time I was there and refilled it with Kirkland. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that you didn't do that, because if you think I don't have something that I do, that I position that thing in a certain spot, a certain way, that I can't look at it every time I walk by it and notice that it's been tampered with, then you're fooling yourself, George. So nice try. The multiplier effect, Bobby Coleman says. It's called the multiplier effect that we have here.
I only had a business minor. I don't know what those terms are.
Yeah. Let's see. Mark Schneider, Crazy Mark, formerly from Fraser Park, says Moto Terre for funnel of the year. I don't know what that is, but
so like a funnel for oil.
I don't know. It's funnel of the year. Yeah, Moto Terre. I don't know what that is. I'd like to know. George will figure it out. Somebody should. But anyway, so if you're one of the unfortunate people that are not watching this show live and you're not able to comment, you can leave your comments on the comments in YouTube. And if you do the podcast thing, just yell back at whatever device is spitting this out. Just yell at it, and I guarantee you that whatever device you're on, it's probably recording what you're saying, and somehow it'll get back to me, because that's the way the internet's worked these days.
We can find someone in the NSA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everybody's shaking their head around here. You guys are all conspiracy theorists. I heard you talking about, what were you talking about before the show came on? Astrophysics and...
Yeah, it was pretty cool stuff, and like astrophotography.
Right. I remember you were a dum-dum, Matt.
I remember that too. You know what? Because I still am.
Because doesn't Logan remind you a lot of you back in the day?
No, Logan's actually in advanced math. Like, he's doing better than me at this point.
He's dumb with me lately. I'm beating up on you tonight, Logan. I was bitter. I didn't want to have to upload the last podcast and stuff.
It's all right, Logan. I got you.
Yeah. So anyways, let's see. It's a screw-on funnel is what Mark says. What's a screw-on funnel?
So like screws into where the cap normally goes?
I guess so. Yeah. We'll see how it works. I can spill with anything.
You know what? I can actually see where that would be.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's where that'd be a pretty cool
okay,
product.
Here's where something I have to always be careful about when I come back with a like this is like I go, well, like which bike are you putting in it? Because I expect everybody has 63 motorcycles, different motorcycles.
Well, yeah.
And it wouldn't screw into like one bike or the other bike. I used to get pissed off because like Dirt Rider magazine, the magazine I formerly used to work for back in the day, the guy before me picked this product as product of the year. They made it the product of the year for the magazine. It was a freaking bike stand. Like, not that anybody's ever come up with it, but it was magical because they stacked up together. You could stack a bunch of them together. And I got pissed off. I'm like, who has that problem? Who has problem with when you have? Of course you do, because Mr. Magazine editor guy, you have 16 stands and 16 bikes, and you have to stack them up. And that's a problem for you.
Yeah.
But for the real world, that's being really disconnected from your audience. Kind of like I am. Wait, no, I'm like a regular dude. No, I don't know. So help me out here.
somewhere in between.
Yeah.
I can't stop looking at this Travis Pastrana toy.
Yeah, Travis is doing well, I was trying to explain the cartwheel I did a couple weeks ago, which you have a question for. Logan, let's get right to the questions. Start at the top.
Sean. To Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. MXA just did a look back on Hurst and ATK, which prompted this nudge. It would be cool to hear your story about Ron during a Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. Ron and I got to work together pretty closely, at least last year of ATK.
Don't say that word.
Even at 69 to 70, Ron is fast and interesting as hell.
Good at it, Logan. That was good. So MXA's Motocross Action Magazine, they did a look back at Horst and the ATK, and so Sean is talking about Ron Greiwe, who was the ogre, who had the job before me at Cycle World Magazine, and he left that job to go work at ATK Motorcycles up in Utah. So it had left Laguna Beach and Horst and was sold to Frank White and that group, and they were still producing them. And Ron was a tinkerer and had a ton of experience. And his famous quote about motorcycles, and Crazy Nate Shaka will agree with him, there's nothing lighter than a hole. So he would drill holes in everything, like air, So I mean,
really,
yeah. So the funny thing, him going to ATK, which built kind of heavy motorcycles because they were using this giant Rotax of a motor.
Yeah.
So he had left and went to help them kind of work on and develop their bikes, and he built this bike called the Ogre, and I think it was what was that thing? It's a Husky 4-stroke motor in a. I don't remember. I have to do some of my own my own research on it. I think he took a Husky 4-stroke motor and put it in some kind of a, boy, maybe somebody can search that thing out. My mind is it's
What was it called?
well, it's called the Ogre. It was a project bike he built for Cycle World, and I think he did stuff like, and it was stuff that a lot of these, like in the time, a lot of these guys were experimenting with. They were putting the oil in the frame to cool it, or the water in the frame to cool, as opposed to having a radiator, and just crazy stuff. And I don't remember because I didn't really think a whole lot about this before I got the question, but yeah, and they were doing stuff. They were pushing the boundaries at ATK. They were working on fuel injection before it was popular, before it was even existed, trying to get those things running. They were bringing over some of the Mako, the ex-Mako motors, the big giant 2-strokes, the 700 and the 550, and which ATK was just all about being different. And they had some stuff that worked brilliantly, and other stuff was
Is that it?
Is that it? Is that the Ogre?
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it's a little blurry on the cover there, but
Yeah.
it's a CR500
Yeah,
with a 4-stroke motor in it.
yeah.
Yeah,
The January issue of 1989 Cycle World.
Yeah, that sounds about 10 years ahead of its time. That might have been it.
Yeah.
And this would be something that Ron just cobbled together in his garage. So, yeah, Godspeed, Ron Greiwe. Go
So
ahead.
you said he would screw holes to make things.
No, drill holes.
Yeah, so he would drill holes.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, but
Oh, here we go. Now you're going to give me some sort of physics question. That I
well,
can't
no,
answer.
I'm just wondering, where would he screw, drill these holes in?
Where?
Yeah.
Any place he could.
So like
that it wouldn't break.
So would it just be a bike of like Swiss cheese riding around, or?
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, like sprockets. If you found other places you could drill holes in sprockets, or like in the foot pegs, or disc rotors, or just Swiss cheesing stuff was kind of,
And it would all hold up.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a work in progress. You learned by your failures.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So it's not like he had SolidWorks or anything to play with these days. Any sort of structural analysis program. Yeah. So pretty good. John Jackson has a few questions for us tonight. He's got the next one, and what's funny is I guess we butchered his name on the last episode. Do you remember doing that, Logan?
I think so.
Yeah. What'd you call him? Jack Johnson? John Johnson. John Jackson?
John Jackson.
Well, John Jackson is his name. You know whose son it is? Richard Jackson's son. He does not do the Facebook, so he doesn't see this live. So of course, like the next day, whenever it went up, he had to wait a week because of Logan. But when it finally went up on the YouTube, he saw it, and we butchered his name, and he got right back to me and let me know that we butchered his name. But good on us. It's not like the first time. Don't feel special or anything.
Call him Caveman Jr.
Yeah, Caveman Jr. Yeah. His sister used to teach at my schools. Jessica, came out and taught with us at the schools. I'm trying to get her to come back. So I think her kids have grown up enough to where she can probably, she probably couldn't leave those monsters alone.
They're very good riders.
Yeah. So, okay. What was the question?
When you mentioned your crash, it got me thinking. Airbag vests are mandatory at the Dakar this year for the first time. Your crash seemed like the type of crash that the airbag is designed for. Have you tested any airbag vest like the Climb AI1 model? Like product placement? Huh?
Nice product placement. He'd like to know how well they work without crashing himself. Well, so would I, actually. No, I have not worn an airbag vest yet. No, I didn't.
When you out your XR.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so no, that's not a vest. That was an airbag jacket. That was a jacket that you actually pumped up. It held air the whole time. Oh, and that worked, by the way. Yeah. And so I'm convinced on this technology. I mean, it works, but so I have not worn the Climb one yet because the Climb one is specifically right now designed for on-road use. And I can tell you just from knowing how this stuff works. Not that I'm a physics major or anything like that, but I think the crashing is probably quite a bit different. The forces that it would see in an off-road crash versus an on-road crash.
I believe that it'd be a lot more because you're going faster on road generally,
right?
So,
but I think that I would say that the way that you move on an off-road bike, it's very different. But we're talking about the very the nitty-gritty of it. You know, like when you really drill down. I mean, so when you see a sharp deceleration or a quick change in direction, that's normal crashing stuff. But like the impacts that you take on a regular basis on a dirt bike, you know, like let's say you drop off a ledge and land a little bit hard. You're never going to see that. That might almost be a crash on the street.
Oh, so what you're saying is that doing stuff like that might actually set off the airbags.
Right. So the programming, I'm talking about the programming of the bag is probably super specific. And I know just from the work that Alpine Stars is doing on the one that the guys are running in Dakar, which we have some questions about as well with the air vest. They've had to do a lot of testing on it to make sure that they don't want it to go off when it's not supposed to, but it needs to go off when you expect it to. And so I would suspect that there's so much testing that goes on, and I haven't worn it, and I can't say specifically, but I mean, Ricky and Andrew had them. They've had them for the last 2 years, and have been testing them. I've never seen them go off, so you know they haven't had any crashes. And Mojave Bob is waving his hand
on the MotoGP vest.
Right, the MotoGP
It
vest.
took them a long time to get an algorithm that was reliable.
Yeah. So and the stuff, it's the computers are. It probably is going to take a computer to learn what happens. They have to have sensors on. Right. So remember, Bob, they can't hear you talking.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. So I have to repeat what you say and explain it to. So yeah, it takes a long time for the computers to learn, and so a lot of times, even when they aren't testing the vest, they have sensors on the riders to feel. So when they get lucky, the rider gets unlucky and they record a crash, they can look at the trajectories and the impacts and what the timing, what time they have to activate the thing. So there was there's a lot of stuff that goes on with that, and I specifically think that based on, and I went back and looked at the thing I hit. So I thought that I thought I knew what I hit. Last week when I was on the show, I actually went back and did a accident reconstruction scene. I hit a rock about 20 feet before the rock that I thought I hit that knocked me slightly out of balance. So there was that's now it makes perfectly clear sense. And that bike did a full 360 flip in the air because it landed in the direction that it was going. And I know why I was flying on my back. Because now so I hit the first rock and that probably knocked me out of balance and got me a little cattywampus and probably got my wrist in a bad position. And then when I hit the second one, that's when my hand came off. And then I collapsed on the bar, hit the rock, front wheel knifes in, causes the bike to start flipping. And when that bike started flipping, my cat-like reflexes had me roll off the bike. So I rolled off and got out from underneath it while it was doing its flip. I rolled and then I was flying backwards, head first, upside down in the air. That's how that happened. I did my move, and I think that a vest at that point would have realized this is not a normal trajectory. You can't be inverse to the direction of gravity.
You can't be upside down.
And going back. We should inflate now. So I think it would have helped me. Although the climb Under Armour, whatever the thing. What do we call it? Tactical underwear. Tactical. I'm going to pick that as my product of the year right now. Product of the year. No, I'm going to change it later. But no, that thing. Every place that I hit, I didn't have any bruises. I mean, 2 days later, when I took a breath, I was bruised internally. I was hurt, and I have this one spot where the vest ended, where kind of my hip is that I hit that hurt from not having that D3O stuff. But I think having an airbag would have been even better.
Probably.
So that's what I have on that one. Next question. Best in the Desert announced the World Championship Hare and Hound. They're going to bring that back.
World Championship
Hare and Hound. So when I was a young kid, they used to have this. It was out at Whiskey Pete's, and it was I think it was was it a $10,000 purse? That one, which was huge. It wasn't $100,000, was it? It was. I think it was It was like $10,000, to the winner, and they had it out at Whiskey Pete's, and they're going to bring it back and race it up in Tonopah. I just saw that announcement today. I heard them talk about it. I talked to Daryl a little bit about it, and I wish it could be like the old one, because the old one, they had some pretty gnarly obstacles. They had this one drop off. You dropped off a cliff and had to drop down onto a sand dune, and they actually built wooden ramps in these canyons out by. Because I rode a lot of the course late, a few years afterwards. I went out there and rode a lot of it just to see what it was like. So
were these drops like the size of the drops that that video of you at I think it was like it's the one race they did Glen Helen. It was like an extreme enduro Glen Helen.
Oh, the one where I tried to take the tree out when my hand came off the handlebars.
I believe so. Like you hit you went off and then you landed and your hands flew off.
Yeah. That I
can't remember.
Not that far. But it wasn't as well. If I would have done that right, I over jumped a little bit and I landed. I didn't let the front end fall enough, and so when it kind of came down, it slapped, and then my normal like I always say, my hands come off the handlebars. Bob's waving his hands crazily.
I thought you were demonstrating a carrier landing.
Carrier landing? No, there was no hook or anything like that on it.
But it was your arrival that was very impressive.
Oh yeah, I saved it. Yeah, I collapsed on the handlebars and I steered with my titties. Yeah, you don't need your hands. You can steer it. You learn how to do that after your hands come off the handlebars that much.
Your nipples are very talented.
Yeah, easy. Logan's here. He's got a new girlfriend. I saw him sitting up on top of a hill doing smoochy.
Oh,
yeah. We came hauling ass across the desert in a UTV. Me and Heather. We weren't doing any smoochy. When you get as old as us, we don't even care. We just want to pin the thing. We're over that. It's like, come riding up, and there's Logan up on the top of the hill, the girlfriend, the bike. I didn't realize it's him because his KTM is black, but he stole Dad's bike because that was electric start. Yeah, so you getting jealous, nervous? I mean, embarrassed, whatever it is. Nope.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. She watching the show?
Don't think so.
Should we hit her up on whatever communication device you use and see if she can check in?
I don't think she has Facebook.
Doesn't have Facebook. Yeah, only old people do. Yeah. What about does she follow you on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you post anything there?
A while ago.
Yeah. Got to keep up on those social medias. I hear it's important. You can be an influencer.
it's so fun. Yeah.
What's the next question?
Kelly Anson. Freaking fantastic. Thanks for going the extra mile and crash testing.
Kelly is talking about the new Trailtech Voyager prototype mount that I'm testing, and I explained to him that the mount survived the crash. I survived the crash. Everything's good. Just part of the testing. So thanks, Kelly. Kelly was on the show 86, 85. If you want to learn some Trailtech stuff, good show to go back and watch. Next one.
Patrick Beatty, +1 on the live YouTube. No Facebook for me too. Get on it, Logan.
Do you want to answer him?
We need more Wi-Fi's.
That sounds like an excuse. I would if I were you, I'd be on top. I'd figure out how to get it live on the.
We tried that once.
What happened?
I think both of them stopped working for a minute.
Well, you learn from your failures, right?
Yeah. Well, we haven't learned. I mean, I didn't even try, but Logan was supposed to try. They always say get on it, Logan. You notice that? That's like a there's potential. You don't want to do this, do you?
What?
That's a good question. Yeah, what is a good question? Okay, you guys, it's like if you want Logan to do something, spell it out, and then I don't know. How do you like? What are they? Logan, I know you can. I know how you can make money. You can do what are those things? The shout outs. What are those things that people are doing now? Not Cameo, not OnlyFans. Where's the one that? What is it called? Is it Cameo?
Cameo.
Yeah, pay famous people.
Yeah, you pay famous people to give you your own little video.
Oh yeah.
Cameo.
There we go.
That's what it. Yeah, that's what you need to do. Figure that out, Logan. Get on Cameo. Let's see. I think that did I put that in
Yeah,
twice? Yeah.
I
So
think
what's the
twice.
next one?
Enrique Mason, fantastic. Heart eyes, kiss emoji, heart wrapped, shining heart, small black heart, and normal heart.
Who's that for?
Probably you.
Oh, Enrique. That's a dude, right? That's probably why you said that. It's not very nice. Iron Diet. What does Iron Diet want to know?
Best review.
Dude, you ought to see that guy's page. He's pumping iron. He's like weightlifter guy. I guess we got a theme going here.
Huh.
So George, my Instagram following is way stronger than yours, buddy.
So
Next,
Constantinos Vasaios. Real review by real people helps a lot. Thanks, guys.
Jimmy, I'm starting to think you just want to pat yourself on the back here with the questions you put
I
in
don't-
tonight.
Yeah, I don't reach. No, it's just the normal questions there.
I-
But wait, you skipped the. Oh wait, let's see. Constantinos Vasios. Yeah, thank you. He's talking about our Tenere 700 review. And I did that with Heather. Luckily, he's not like most of the guys that say, "Hey, why don't you shut up and let her talk more?" And in fact, most of them said, "How come she doesn't have her own channel doing her own videos?"
She has a very, very real job.
Yeah, maybe he's like the other two guys. Yeah.
Jim Wall, Rotary, as in Winkle.
Wankle. Yeah. Usually that's not, Wankle. They usually say something else. So he's talking because we have a video of a Christini that's actually a rotary powered engine, and so it's a Wankle. That's what it is. It's like because you don't want to play with your Wankle.
Raghu's Sasteri.
Mm-hmm.
Really great reviews, and I'm buying an KTM 390 adventure owner myself. I'm being an KTM 390 adventure owner myself. And also from India, the country, the bike is made loved the way you have experimented. Nicely done, guys. Cheers.
See, just patting myself on the back from India.
But do you need more validation in your life?
Yes.
Or
Yeah. No, I'm surprised I'm not just talking about myself the whole damn show.
we can just make some bots and just comment on all of your videos like, wow, great job, Jimmy.
Oh, don't worry. I think that happens. Next question, Logan.
Mike Nagaing.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The next tanker gradually tied because zinc remarkably thin, unlike a strong riddle rare ragged fowl.
Does that answer your question, Matt?
Wait, what? Can I read that?
You said I needed to get a bot to give me questions. You read it.
The next tanker gradually tied because zinc remarkably thin, unlike a strong riddle rare ragged fowl.
That's a comment on the KTM 390 video. Yeah. So I just want you to know that you asked for it and you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me some time. I might be able to learn enough code to code a better one.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. See how that works? We have a problem and he's going to solve it for me. Yeah. What does Michael Supple know?
So I'm an owner of a KTM 690 Enduro R. Last year I thought I'd buy a pure street bike to complement it, so I bought a Kawasaki Z650 for riding the twisties and cruising around here in upstate New York. The problem is that where I'm finding the twisties, I'm also finding a lot of gravel roads. Every time I pass one, I want to turn on it because don't because of the bike. So now I find myself looking for something that's quite good on the road and can still manage the occasional gravel and fire roads. I've been eyeballing the Honda CB500X, but occasional gravel roads, nope. But I'm thinking the KTM 390 Adventure might be even better choice. It seems like you're getting much bigger bang for your buck. Any options, any opinions, amazing review, by the way.
The only reason I threw that in there is because that last line.
Yeah, the amazing review. I did notice that.
Yeah, so I just
I'm surprised it doesn't take up the whole page.
Thanks, Michael. About the amazing review thing. I mean, it was a lot of work there. So Logan, this is where you're supposed to jump in and go, oh no, you should have got the Honda CB500X. It's a Honda, right? Honda. Yeah. Okay. That's you know how Ricky does that. Remember Ricky? How he just fully throws the Honda thing around.
Yeah.
Well, since we're sponsored by Honda, you do that because I would just say get a KTM 500 most of the time, but I don't say that anymore. But he's on the 690 and he's seeing the gravel roads and he won't go it on the 690 and he thinks the 390 might be a better one, a better bike. And I'm kind of torn. I mean, because at that point it's like I want to know, like, is he a smaller person? You know, is he smaller physically, and where that 690 just is afraid of putting the foot down, or does he think that the 390 is like that much lighter, which it's not really? I mean, it's a little bit lighter. It feels lighter because it's lower to the ground. It's a smaller package.
Yeah.
So I don't. In bang for the buck, the 390 versus 690, there's some componentry that's definitely different. For the Honda compared to the KTM, they're kind of in the same price range, same thing. I have not ridden a CB500X stock. I've ridden one that was all modified for rally, which put it up in the price range of a more like a KTM 690. And so it's kind of a trick question. I have this riding school. I should tell him to go to my riding school, right?
Yeah. You should plug that.
Plug the riding school.
Yeah. I mean, it is your show, so.
I know. I think I could make you just as comfortable on either of those bikes off-road. And if you weren't comfortable on either of those, I would suggest going to something that was more like a dirt bike, like a CRF 250L, speaking of Honda.
Yeah.
That would be a better, like, gravel road bike, but do you really want to ride that bike on the road in order to get to the gravel roads? Mm-hmm. And then that's where we run into this kind of adventure bike conundrum. Like, what is the right bike? How comfortable do you need to be on the road to feel comfortable off road, et cetera, et cetera? It's a slippery slope that you can go down all these sub things, like, you know, lighter, smaller displacement, weight, you know, handling characteristics, and it's tricky.
Yeah. If he's looking for a great bang for his buck, I have the perfect bike.
Oh, KLR 650.
Yep, I was about to say that.
Right. How did I know that? Oh, I knew you had one. Oh, you got it for sale still.
I have no idea. You'll have to ask Dennis. That's technically his bike.
Dennis is on the chat room, so you could actually probably negotiate a sale right here live during the show.
With what money?
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
You know, the other person that Michael, or the six people on the lurkers that are in the background on the show watching it live, like, you're trying to figure out how to do it. But if they hit you up on what are you on? OnlyFans? Tinder? Grindr? Which one?
Oh, well, you know.
That's
you happen to mention all three of the ones I actually have a huge following on. I don't know how you got that right.
Don't tell George, because George is going to want to know where we're getting these cool social media followings, because he's all about the Instagrams, and he just puts a sticker all over places and things and thinks it's going to get him followers. And he built this sticker And it doesn't even have his at Instagram handle on it. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's-
how do you have to look at every person on Instagram named George, and he doesn't even spell it right.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to find that emoji, and it's like, I
Yeah.
like that guy. Where do I find him? And it's like,
Every person, like, I don't know if you've ever seen like those modified like street racing cars. They'll be like clapped out CRVs or like Subarus.
what do they call that race where they do
Or Civics,
the
not
lemon
CRVs.
the 24 hours of lemons. Yeah,
Le Mans.
lemons.
Yeah, but almost all of those like modded cars will actually have those Instagram stickers on them. If they look sketchy, they'll have like their Instagram handle on it.
I need to put my Instagram handle in here someplace. Well, actually, we put it on the YouTube videos, right, Logan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten anyone. I don't think anyone's followed me from that though, so I don't know
From the
how
show.
effective it is. Yeah,
Follow at Matt Mattoon. Matt dot Mattoon.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
at Matt dot Mattoon.
I never post, but it'd just be neat.
I tagged you on the thing today.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that. Yeah.
Pretty good photo for like what really happened, right? He did.
That was a very professional photo shoot. It took hours to get that shot.
Yeah, the light, the backlit with the sunbeams in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm a professional photo model.
Yeah, get the job done. Okay. So yeah, Michael, I can't help you with your dilemma. Your dilemma is very open ended, and I think
KLR 650.
KLR 650. Ride the bike. Bike.
No, but not just any KLR 650. He has to get like the first generation when it was like the Barbie, the Barbie one like John had. That's got to be the KLR.
The Barbie graphics.
Yeah.
Next question, Logan.
Moonlight 1. Awesome review. Thank you. This is the real info I needed to make my decision on buying.
Remember that board we were going to put up here, and I was going to put another mark right there? The real information I needed to make a decision on buying. Wait till we do products of the year. We're going to sell some stuff. Yeah. No. Next.
Fabrice Himpan. Definitely the bike is very good, but engine by far too weak. Yes, 350 would be perfect.
So he's talking, Fabrice or her, probably her, because women are always hard on the power of the motorcycles. CRF 250L, and she thinks that it needs to be a 350. Well, they have a 300 now. I didn't pay attention to that last time, or I didn't know that, but there is a CRF 300L. So, and there's plenty of modifications for it to make that work out. So, okay.
Kyle Darkling. This is what I would like to see more dual sport bikes turn into. He mentioned the street bike feel is a negative, but I feel it is a positive.
So Kyle Darkling is talking about the KTM 390 as well. And we complain about the quote, the street bike feel. So for someone like Kyle, the funny thing is this is interesting in the adventure bike world is, so there's Ducatis and there's Triumphs and not so much that some of the BMWs are like this, but not many. BMW has but these bikes have a very street feel to it. And this KTM, it's kind of strange for KTM to have a street feel, but the bike is built off of a platform that was a street bike. The chassis, I'm pretty sure, is the same as the 390, pretty similar to the 390 Duke and those bikes. And so it's designed to be ridden sitting down more than standing up. And that's what I would call street bike feel. And sometimes the sweep of the bars is back enough to where it puts your arms inbound as opposed to outbound. And so, Kyle, I absolutely 100% completely do not subscribe to your direction. I don't want any dirt bike or any dual adventure bikes to feel like street bikes. I have a hard time riding Triumphs and Ducatis and stuff because of this. Even some of those, like the Scrambler bikes, there's a lot of news about the new Harley Trans-American or whatever they're calling that thing, their adventure bike. And I would be really interested to sit on that to see if the foot pegs are farther forward than normal, and that the handlebars are maybe in a different position, maybe a little more cruiser style.
Yeah,
Because you don't want to piss off your audience. Your core buyer, especially with something that's brand new. So, but that is a personal preference that he has.
Yeah.
And so something that we see as a negative, because we're dirt bike test.
Yeah.
We come from the dirt bike world. When your foot pegs are slanted forward and stuff like that, we notice this.
Yeah.
So, and it's personal preference. If that's something that you like, a lot of times you can modify your dirt bike to fit that. I know a lot of guys modify their street bikes to work more, or adventure bikes to feel more like dirt bikes with bar position and things like that. So,
Right.
Good observation that he picked up on that, and some people commented on it. It's like, that's what he said. Hey, it's a personal preference. If this is something you like, then you're right there. And that's one of the things we're trying to modify that feel a little bit away from that bike. And Black Dog Cycle Works is sending us some foot pegs, some of their early prototype foot pegs. We have ones that somebody in KTM's race shop made for us that flattened them back out, and it made a big difference. Now the bar position bothers me.
Yeah.
Now I want the bars to be a little bit more roomy. When the foot pegs were wacky, I sat down a lot more just because that was the most comfortable place to be on that bike. So
Got to de-streetify
it.
the bike.
Yeah. Okay, our next question.
Paul Van Hout. So 10 Hondas on site. Proof that the right number of motorcycles is more than one.
Yeah, is that a slam, or is that just complimenting my stable? I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I do have, I guess we counted them out, 10 Hondas. So, there are some of them for sale. CR450Xs. I'm in negotiation right now to try to sell those. So,
Oh, yeah.
the price in the market is actually not bad for those things right now. So,
Well, they're still solid bikes, aren't they?
they're excellent bikes, and
Yeah.
I actually prefer the new ones better than the old ones. And just my kind of trend right now is to get away from carburetors because my bikes don't get ridden enough.
The rental fleet,
even with the rentals,
yeah,
to make carburetors a viable thing. Fuel injection is so much better.
yeah.
Tyrone is my name. Says electric bikes have no resale as far as I can tell. I've been looking for one for my kids, but knew they are pricey. They are very pricey, like double the dynos squeezing type. No one has them used, and no one I found had a bad battery.
And the one he found had a bad battery. You know what he means by the dyno squeezing type?
No.
You know how gas grows on trees?
Yes.
Right. You got your dad's credit card, don't you? No, dyno squeezing. Remember the dinosaurs died and it squeezed them in the rocks and stuff, and that's where all the gas comes from. They didn't teach that in school, or they just told you gas is bad. Gas is bad.
Probably the second one.
Electric bikes have no resale as far as I can tell. What electric bikes are really out there? Like, guys, you talking about those things you buy at Walmart?
I think he might be talking about because he's saying for the kids,
bikes,
like
yeah.
maybe the KTM
Like-
50s and Husqvarna 50s, the electric bikes for those, or the Osset.
Well, the OSETs, the batteries are easy to get a hold of. I think it's a pretty easy thing. But man, anybody I know that has an OSET, when their kid outgrows it, they sell it to another guy that has a kid.
Yeah.
And they're just and it's 10 minutes, it's gone.
Yeah. So that's what makes me wonder if it's the KTM Husqvarna electric 50s he's talking about.
But they're brand new. I mean, they've only been out for a year essentially. I rode one. I was blown away by how good it was.
Really?
It could possibly be my new most favorite electric bike.
Really, those little 50s?
The 50, yeah. Just the throttle control, the engine control on it was awesome. The adjustability of the power delivery was good. The thing that you can raise it and lower it.
Replace the PW50 good?
Oh, in a second.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but in a second, because the attention spans for kids are no longer than those batteries.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Except for the neighbor kids here, it just seemed like they got new gas bikes across the street. And they already cut the mufflers off and everything.
Oh.
And they like to ride around just the yard all day. And I mean, I can't blame them. I would do the same thing, except for the cut the muffler off. Well, no, I probably would have cut the muffler off when I was their age too.
Yeah, it sounds sick when you do it. I do it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Logan, did you ever cut your muffler off?
No.
No. Did you drill holes in the exhaust? Make it faster?
No.
No. Why? Did your dad beat you up if you did it?
Yeah.
Yep. Good dad. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, next in line.
Patrick Beatty. Nice intro, Logan.
Well, there we go.
That's one for Logan.
Yeah, Jimmy's looking out for Logan.
No, I just cut and paste. It's all good. So what do you think he was talking about?
The Honda one.
So the Honda. So he complimented you on that from last time. Did you do good last time?
I think the ending.
The last
Oh,
one.
yeah. No, the ending
The ending was good,
was very, very good.
but he said intro. He said intro.
There's an
Wow.
ending to the intro.
There's a Harley pulling up here. An intro ending for the intro. John Jackson is back.
Thanks again for giving me your insight, even though you got my name wrong. I'm not opposing to electric bikes. I just think as riders, enthusiasts, we need to have a voice on how this technology moves forward instead of being reactionary like we have been in the past. Glad I found your content on YouTube. I hope you keep moving this platform forward digitally. If these questions make it before it's already decided, to use an old desert term, who is the hare, that everyone is going to be chasing after the first week in Dakar. And is the second week of Dakar where the timing is going to make a guarantee to win.
Let's see. Sorry for butchering your name, Jack Johnson. John Jickerson. Let's see. So up on the electric bikes, I think actually, if you were on Facebook, he doesn't do Facebook, you'd be like a super fan. You'd have you wouldn't just have a diamond. You'd have a little hat on and a big smiling face and all that stuff. You got to try Facebook. All the kids are doing it again. We need to have a voice on how this technology moves forward. Your voice is your wallet in this technology.
Yeah.
That's 100% what will determine where it goes. Now, for sure, if they try to regulate something into existence, i.e., I think what his original comment was is he was worried about our friend over there in California, George's governor, what do you call him? Gruesome, yeah. Saying that all vehicles will be electric by 35, so 15 years. And they specifically stated that off-road vehicles were included in that. He was worried about that, and I can see being worried about it, but that's plenty of time for the stuff to evolve. I don't know that it's going to replace gas, but we'll see. Batteries changing. We talked about that last time. Yeah. Show 87. And so the Dakar questions. Who is the hare that everyone was going to be chasing at the first week in Dakar? My opinion is that there are a lot of guys who, and this is typical in any year that there's ever been a Dakar, there's like this early sprint that they'll do, and they'll risk everything to gain a 5 or 10 minute advantage. And back when I was doing it, and this is what I know specifically, is there was a few guys that had the speed and the ability to do it, but they were like ticking time bombs, and they could take risks and outride everybody, and they were really fast riders as well. But in order to go that much faster than the other 2 or 3 guys that had the same ability, they had to take big risks. And every once in a while it would pay off, because in rally you don't know exactly how you're doing until you get to the finish line. You know, you could be so spread out. You know, you could start so far back that you never actually see the guys that are opening, or you could be opening and you could be pinning it and you'll never see anybody all day. And at the end of the day, you know, since the guy started 3 minutes behind you, now finished 1 minute behind you, you actually lost time because you had to open.
Yeah.
Or you're sprinting like hell and you do make 10 minutes on somebody. You sitting around at the finish line waiting for 13 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I made time today on at least one person, if not everybody.
Yeah.
You could do that. You could start first, finish 9 or 10 minutes in front of everybody, and somebody that started 10 places back could finish 20 minutes behind you, and all of a sudden you lost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't know. So in my take on the strategy in Dakar is that I think that right now there's so many guys that have so much speed, and there's a lot of guys that are willing to really, really risk it because they don't have the full package, in my opinion. They don't have the speed they don't have the consistent speed without risking it. But they're willing to take a big chance. But those same guys do not seem to be able to manage a lead once they get it, which is kind of important. And now with them talking about making the navigation more tricky, and this is where it rolls into, is in the second week of Dakar, where is time going to be made to guarantee a win? Man, you got to keep your head screwed on. You've got to, your bike has to make mechanically sound. They're limiting, I think they're limiting some of the opening of the engine this year, so not as many pistons or whatever it was. I think it's down to 2. One piston replacement. Yeah. So there's a lot of that going on. There's this ridiculous tire rule, so now teams are strategizing on which days to use tires, which days to reuse tires. There's a lot of stuff going on, and and you don't know until you know. And then there's just I know our guys. I know both Ricky and Andrew are very strong. They're smart. They have everything they need. So, I'm sure everybody feels the same way, but you never know until you know. It's a long race. Lots of stuff can happen. So we will see.
So if you don't mind going back to the electric bikes really quick, what electric bikes are out there on the market right now?
Well, there's the mini bikes, the KTM and Husky and gas mini bikes. There's Alta. No, not Altas anymore. There's what's the other one? The other company that they don't really make dirt bikes. They have a dual sport one. Oh, there's those things.
Yeah. They're almost like a downhill bike that just has an engine.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 of those kind of these weird brands. It's all the same thing. There's a lot of them that are the same things, but yeah, those Cake are kind of weird things. I'm not really ready to call those kind of dirt bikes just yet. They're mobility devices at this point that people are taking and using. They're electric downhill mountain bikes without pedals. So it's kind of this hybrid sort of thing. Yeah, Bob.
I've seen pictures of a Yamaha 450 electric bike.
You've seen pictures of it. Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought I heard something about KTM's working on one.
They're all working on it. I guarantee you they're all working on it.
Yeah.
I don't, you say 450. I don't think that we're at 450 yet with electric power. I think we're at 250 with electric power. Yeah. The bikes look the same.
Were they working on these bikes before Alta, or did Alta just kind of set this whole trend off?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. I don't know. I think they were dabbling, and I think Alta kind of kicked it in gear because they showed how good it could be.
Yeah, because winning around at straight rhythm,
Yeah, and I mean, but that's as far as that bike was going to go.
Yeah,
they'd use the power. So
I thought there was some talk about a potential Supercross team, but it just never materialized. Or
no, they weren't allowed to race. I mean, they technically they just weren't. I mean, they were sort of banned before because they didn't know how to regulate it. They don't know how to. They don't have. There's no class. That's why we need to get rid of. You just have to have a Formula One class for motocross. Just run what you bring it, and then have a limited class someplace else, and and then we could just go down the road of Formula One where it's all about tires.
Yeah.
Another question, Logan? What do we got?
Scott Piper, excellent technical details. Thank you. I have 2017 6 days with JD kit sit for 2,000 plus feet when I ride under 1,000 feet to clean up bottom end. V-Force reads Red Spring and debating to go new 300 TPI or go 4-stroke 250/350.
So he wants to know what to do. I'll tell you what. We need to talk about the bikes we rode today too. But you know what I noticed today? So today I was riding the 125XC quite a bit. Carbureted 125 2-stroke. Mix the gas, put it in the tank. And just 2 days ago, I rode Beta 300, carbureted 2-stroke, oil injected. And then I have a lot of time on TPI bikes. So what I noticed today is when I was lugging, or so we're like in the rocks and kind of cruising around, and you come out into opening and sand wash, and you get on the back of your bike and you gas it, and that bike feels like it's jetted about as perfect as it could be.
Yeah,
it's jetted good, but it's still blah 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 blah, and then it kind of has to clean itself out.
Right.
And that's the difference between gas mixed in your tank and oil injection. That's kind of what I've noticed is like the oil injections, when you're lugging around, you're still getting whatever we mix it at 40-1 all the time. Where the oil injected bikes knock it down to like 80-1 to 100-1.
Yeah.
When you're lower RPMs and then add the oil as needed when you're on the gas, so it doesn't pool up, it doesn't load up. And I noticed that today on that bike. As good as that jetting was, it bothered me.
Yeah.
That bike never would have bothered me a year ago, and it was just enough to where like it made a difference. So
Yeah.
So he's on a bike that does that. I don't care how good it's jetted. It's going to do a little bit of that, and now that bothers me. So the next evolution is moving up a step. If you go to a 4-stroke, you do not have this at all, but then you're going to a 4-stroke, kind of a different thing. And we have another question where I'm going to talk about 2-stroke versus 4-stroke a little bit later. So I'll kind of skip that, but like the difference between in your 2017 6 days bike, I promise you can get a pretty penny for that thing right now, because there are a lot of people that are really scared of these damn fuel injected bikes that want to buy the latest, last version of the carbureted stuff.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for certain reasons, but at the same time,
Wasn't there a similar reaction to when 4-strokes first started being fuel injected?
there was a similar reaction anytime we introduced Nick technology.
Yeah.
Because anytime you do something new or you change it, like Jody at Motocross Action doesn't like it, and so he says it's bad. And then that means that everybody else thinks it's bad, and then it's bad, and we can't have anything new. Can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Because it's bad. Like disc brakes were bad, power valves were bad. Like I wasn't old enough to be around when reed valves were probably bad, but they were probably bad too.
Yeah.
But almost everything we have, the very first time it came out, it was just bad. It wasn't the next step where there's going to be a little bit of teething problems. You couldn't appreciate the leap in technology it was making that was making it better.
Yeah.
You found the one thing that was bad about it, and it's like, that's bad.
Right.
So-
Expect perfection on a first year of production. Like that's
So, but that's how they do a good job of testing stuff to a certain extent. But that's their MO. They say everything's bad, especially when it's new, and then they'll tell you how to fix it. So then they become the authority on it. So
I do have another question if you don't mind.
no, that's what we do at this show.
Yeah.
Logan,
So-
I wish Logan would ask me questions. Sometimes actually it would surprise me if he talked.
We're grooming him.
Okay, it's been a year now.
It's like a sport in sports, right? You draft a prospect and you got to groom them, and you got to groom them before they're ready, right?
Right.
Well,
You getting this, Logan?
Yes.
he's just being groomed.
Groomed. Got it.
He'll be
grooming.
Don't worry, I got your back. You'll be fine. You'll be perfect. But
Perfect's a long shot.
he's gonna get there.
Okay, back to your question.
I believe in him. But this might just be because the engines are too small. But why haven't they done TPI or oil injection on the 125 that we rode today?
They have a fuel injected 150, which is same thing. It's the TPI 150.
Yeah.
I think the 125 is kind of for cost, simplicity, cost, and the reason for the 125XC is specifically because they're racing it at the they have a class X3 class, XC3 class at the GNCCs that's getting kind of popular, and they wanted to have a brand new bike for that, a new modern bike for that. So
Yeah.
that's I think that's the reason for that bike, but I think it was just to kind of keep it simple. It was something they already had. They could just take like KTM does. They use the platform. They have the 125 SX and just say, okay, we just change these couple things like we do, and bang, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know that they're gonna. I mean, man, I was wishing I was on a 150 today.
Really? Yeah, I bet.
A few times, at a light 200 pounds.
But that 125 was just, I was having a blast on it.
What position does the throttle work?
It only works when it's fully open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to say that the bike doesn't have really good torque. It has really good torque, but it doesn't accelerate.
No.
It just kind of chugs along when you're until that throttle is wide open. It does not really want to accelerate.
It took until you told me just point and shoot. That was until then that didn't click with me.
Yeah, because I heard you kind of like working the throttle on and off and on and off. It's like, no, you need to turn that thing on, and then it'll really go.
Yeah, it was counterintuitive. Like you had to have the throttle wide open in order to be much more comfortable on that bike. It was weird. It was weird to get used to it because I don't remember having to do that with that YZ125X. No. That one I did not have to do that at all. But I guess that one's more of a trail, right?
So,
no, that one's good for GNCC racing. But
same thing, really. So between those two, and we're going to do a comparison if we do this next digital issue, the magazine. We'll do the comparison between those two bikes, and I'll probably make you ride it. Actually, you come over and ride that 125XC a few more times, and you just write the test on that too. Because you did a good job on the first one.
Yeah, it didn't get in the final cut, but I imagine it's because it was a 2020.
It was in the issue we showed advertisers.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole story on it. It's there.
Oh, well, I'm going to pat myself on the back then.
Right, you did a good job. I just told you that. So here's if you ask me like, okay, Jimmy, which would you get? Which the YZ125X or the KTM 125XC, or which? Don't ask me which I would get. Which is the better? Like which makes more power? Which is the better engine? If you're any position other than wide open, the Yamaha.
I would agree with that actually.
If you're wide open, there's no doubt the KTM is annihilating it.
Yeah,
in a big way.
And I actually see exactly what you mean by that because the YZ, it seems a little bit more planted everywhere else, but that KTM, once you get it singing, it's just
it goes. I think it makes probably 3 to 5 more horsepower. In reality, is what probably makes the KTM. They really designed it to run up there, but it's really good that it has as much torque as it does. But if you roll the Yamaha on, if you kind of work the throttle, it works the throttle and it goes. The KTM, if you're working the throttle, it just kind of mumbles along until you hit the stop, and then it goes. Yeah. And not that it's hard to control or anything like that. Just that's the difference. That's the way it works.
Well, being stuck in sand, it really magnified that. Yeah. Because if you were on wide open, you were just kind of there. You're just kind of moving. No excitement, just kind of moving. Yeah. But once you got that wide open, it was like riding a dirt bike suddenly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to run through some of these things that people are saying their favorite piece of gear. Should I run through some of this? Jason Abbott, Fox Legion TAC vest has been my favorite piece of gear for dual sport and off-road riding this year. So Jason used to be Honda's media PR guy, and now he's Fox's media PR guy. I'm just saying that. No, he does. He wears some of the stuff that you were wearing today, the Legion stuff. I always see photos of him in that. And airbag testing seems like a shitty job. You don't want to be the test. Let's see here. Do we have any other questions? We can hear Bob clearly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Wayne Wilson says climb tactical shirt. That's what I was wearing when I crashed. That's your point. Yeah, you made the point. That's how you're sitting right there, but you managed to get the information to me through the internet somehow. Yeah.
You didn't know what you were wearing.
I wore the best stuff. I don't know. It was good. It helped me out. Mark actually put up a post of the Moto Terry Easy oil drain, and it's an oil drain funnel. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Did you see any other stuff in there, Logan?
Mostly just like comments and stuff.
Yeah. Did anybody call out any specific products? Let's see. Seriously, Harley David should have run this adventure bike past Jimmy. You know what's funny, Chris, is that Harley, we've had probably 6 or so Harley engineers come out and take the class for no particular reason. Yeah, take the off-road riding school.
On adventure bikes?
They rented bikes because they are all flying out from back east and stuff like that. But they all rented bikes. They just kind of wanted to see. I think they were just broadening their horizons, like learning a lot about stuff.
Well, don't they have a huge demographic issue? Like they're not appealing to anyone who's under like 50.
The Harley?
Yeah,
I think there was a group of hipsters that grabbed onto them and stuff, and then they fell off and started going down that rat bike.
Yeah.
That rat bike road. So maybe that when they grow up they'll want to ride Harley adventure bikes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Troy Hicks says PRI fuel stabilizer. He says it's magic for carbureted bikes, and it's obviously his product of the year. And Curly Stoker says, hey, if we don't have some kind of mention of the blank, 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 I'm not even sure what the point of all this is. The running joke is to work it in. Now, gosh darn it. What's he talking about?
I think he wants us to fill in the blanks.
Yeah, what do you think the blank was?
I think we're supposed to just make up our own blanks, like fill them in with our own words.
Oh,
kind of like Mad Libs.
Yeah. You don't know what the joke is then? The bike that I'm not allowed to talk about?
The other one we wrote today?
No, gas. We can talk about gas.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a Honda, except it's not. It's red. Remember we talked about red?
Yeah.
The psychological effect of red?
Riding it like Ken Roxon.
That's amazing that you can ride a gas like Ken Roxon because it was red.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, well, when I actually, just first off, when I'm riding like Ken Roxon, we don't not mean like literally riding like Ken Roxon. Just staying in the low RPMs. Oh, you got in a Ken Roxon zone. Yeah. You were smooth, fluid, perfection. Stay right and stay low in the RPMs, and there you go. Of all the guys that, in all honesty, of all the motocrossers that I would currently, just say have the perfect style. It's funny because he looks slow when he's going really, really fast. Yeah. And I think that I totally get with you on that one for sure. Yeah. Because he posted a video on Instagram a few weeks back of him hitting like the whoops, and you could barely hear the engine. It was mind blowing. Just like how low in the RPMs he rides that bike at. I suspect the new bike will work good for that too, because it's funny because I think it's just more controllable down there. Yeah. What bike are we talking about? The new bike, Logan? What bike is that? The Honda CRF 450R. Right, that one. Yeah, just checking. You got to be on point with that. It's part of the game. Yeah. You were striving for perfection now, according to Matt. Let's see. What's better than a 2T, a 1T? Electric is a 1T. Energy density is energy density is in the lab, so maybe not far off. 200 miles at a pass with fast recharge, please. They're talking about electric SX, 45-minute motos, 3 bikes per rider, claiming rule, $12,000 buyout. Excludes suspension. Spectators can purchase the race bikes, including a charger. This is Chris Real. That would be awesome. Yeah. that would. Did you ever race an electric bike? 45-minute motos. They switch. So they switch bikes. Chris, that's brilliant. You got to call the Coombs. You got to call up the Coombs cartel. It'd be like in MotoGP where they have multiple bikes, right? Yeah, they have a wet bike and a dry bike, but this time you actually have 3 separate bikes, and you have to pit and switch your bike. Yeah. I don't know about 45 minutes. That'd be a long time. I don't think anybody has it. Now we have
you should just do 3 motos on 3 different bikes. You know, you would, you know, you just, because they'd be like, what do they call that? Super rate, the 3 main events. I don't know what they call that in Supercross
Main events
these days. Yeah, they have 3 main events. It's like a super. I should
Triple Crown?
Triple Crown. Those
Yeah.
things. Yeah, they do Triple Crowns.
which I actually like. I mean, I agree with not making all 17 rounds them, but
Yeah, it's different.
yeah,
Keeps it kind of interesting.
yeah.
Let's see. There's a small discussion on the side going on about electric, and whoever brought that question up.
Well, I'd be really interested to try. I've never ridden the electric bikes, like an Alta or anything.
They're really cool. The Alta was good, and that like I said, they're getting better. The problem was never how much power they can make and all this stuff. It was battery life and control. Like, because electric engine makes all of its torque at low RPM.
Yeah.
Higher RPMs, they kind of fall off, and that's the exact opposite of what we're used to.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they handle differently. There's, you know, you don't have this gyroscopic effect that's in there. So even though sometimes the electric bikes are heavy, they don't feel as heavy when they get going.
Right. Right.
You know, there's not as much spinning around inside there. So
Yeah.
I was trying to think. Here, let me answer this next question. So this is our 2-stroke, 4-stroke question, which is always good. You know, if you really want to, you know, get a debate where you can get a really solid answer going here, oil. You can talk about oil. You can recommend oil. So pick your favorite oil. 2-stroke versus 4-stroke. That's always good. Yeah, that's a good one. And then you can try to tell me that the Husaberg 570 is not the best bike in the world. And I caught my staff sleeping. Yes, that's right. There we go, Curly. Yeah, you didn't even know what that was, did you?
No, that's new.
I'm not allowed to talk about that on the show. I'm supposed to not talk about Husabergs all the time. Best.
Yeah.
You've ridden one, haven't you?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I remember you. One of my first classes, you threw me on one and you told me go ride it, and I almost looped it out on my first time ever riding one.
That is right. That's a normal experience there, Matt.
Yeah.
Looping out of Husaberg. It says, "Hi, Jimmy. I just wanted to reach out to you because I've appreciated reading and watching your off-road content for years." And then you wonder why I put this letter in. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm training for the 2021 Tennessee TKO, which is an extreme enduro, and I'm wondering if I need a 2-stroke. I just picked up a 2020 Husky 450 FX, and I really like it a lot, but I'm worried that it might not be the right bike for the TKO. Well, guess what? Your worries are true.
Yeah.
Actually, I think did I. No, I haven't talked about the 450, the Gas 450 EX, which is the brother, sister, whatever bike
the
to
bigger
this
version
bike.
of what I have.
Yeah. I haven't talked about that. But anyways, so I live in Tillamook, Oregon, and we do have a lot of technical riding here, and it is feeling really good. This will be my very first hard enduro, and I've been watching a lot of videos, and I don't see any 4-strokes racing in these. It seems my answer should clear that I need a 2-stroke, but I really like the 4-stroke power. Is everyone racing 2-strokes because it's the trend, or are they superior to the 4-strokes in hard enduro? Got a couple guys laughing here. We went on a kind of a hard enduro ride the other day. Hans and Wayne here. We call it a medium enduro.
You called it a girly ride.
I called it a girly ride. I know, but I got an ego to protect. Okay, so I went on a girly ride with these 2 old dudes. Local old dudes around here. And how many 4-strokes were on that ride?
0.
0 4-strokes. And we all have the opportunity to ride KTM 500s and 350s and Gas 350s and Honda 450s. And what do we all take?
300.
Yeah, 300s. I took a Beta. Yeah. So you guys were on your KTMs.
He rode one of them.
And he
Starts with HUS.
Oh, he rode a Huskyberg. Yeah. Yeah, blue KTM. It was the Husky before there was a Husky.
I got one of those.
So anyways, Josh is 43 years old, and he's been racing off-road since he was 12 years old. That's a little bit older than you, Logan, right? 12?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm an A rider, and I have one OMRA state championships at that level on both 4-strokes and 2-strokes. Your opinion would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time, Josh. So, Josh, I'm going to tell you the reason why 2-strokes are better at hard enduro, or at least the reason I think it's better, and the reason you see all the guys on it. And I think number one is that they've been able to make the power on those bikes so smooth and so tractable that even, when you're talking about these 4-strokes that have longer power bands, they still kind of have a little bit of a power band, and they don't make the same type of power at the low RPMs that you need the power at. And so what I'm talking about is really low throttle positions where that time between the 2 strokes, where it's not the strokes where it's not making the power every other stroke, the potential for that bike to lose its chug, especially with 4-strokes going to lighter and lighter flywheels and lighter cranks and everything like that, they just don't have the chug that they used to. The 2-stroke is smoother, and it's better at putting out lower and lower power levels where you actually need it so that it gets traction. So that's number one. It's just better at putting out low power levels. It's smoother. It just hooks. They're just able to hook up better. The other thing about them that I think is kind of crucial is that when you ride a 4-stroke like that, and even when you're riding a 2-stroke like that, you're on the clutch. You're always on the clutch, kind of slipping the clutch so that the bike doesn't stall. And so if it does grab traction, you can make it so it doesn't grab too much traction, or if it does grab traction and it bogs the motor. So you're always slipping the clutch, and whether you're using a regular clutch or a recluse clutch, which we like, you're constantly slipping the clutch, and that's heating up the engine oil quite a bit. And in a 4-stroke, that hot engine oil is now going up into the top end and trying to cool the top end, which now it's actually heating up the top end, and everything's getting hotter and hotter. And net, you end up with this very big, hot engine that has a hard time dealing with the heat. It has a hard time dissipating the heat, and it's heavier, and there's more shit spinning around in it. And it's just net, it's just more complicated and harder to use. So 2-strokes tend to be, they're able to stay a little bit cooler, run a little bit cooler, which is important in these sections that, in hard enduro where you're not moving very fast. So you can have a fan on both of them, and the 4-strokes just do not cool down. It's a bigger heat sink, harder to cool down, especially when you're constantly using the clutch, which is really what's heating the motor up. By the way, my Beta didn't have a whole lot of coolant left in it after the ride the other day. I didn't realize it was steaming that much, but it doesn't have a fan.
Kind of like a steam engine.
Yeah. No, I noticed there was a significant amount of detonation on the ride home. It was like more than normal when I was cruising back. And
On the way down?
Yeah, on the way down.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, no. It got warm. It wasn't bad. There was still water in it, but yeah, reduced volume.
I didn't think it blew that much.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but my boots and my pant leg told me a different story when I looked down at that one time. So anyhow, yeah, we test them here. So if you think your 450 4-stroke FX is, man, that bike is a handful. It is really, really a handful in tight technical stuff. You would be blown away by how good the new 300 2-strokes are. It's like, I would say an ability level. You jump up one level in ability.
When you get tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you get tired,
and you're dropping the bike.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not getting hot. And
But the big bikes, like you get a little whippy on the throttle, it's over.
yeah,
It's so critical with the.
yeah, the throttle. Yeah, the 4-strokes want to go. I would say, yeah, Josh, go with the 2-stroke. If you were going to make the investment to go back to Tennessee and do that, and especially when it gets like slippery, the 4-stroke's heavier. It's harder to get it moving from a standstill. Just everything. There's a reason why all the guys are riding 2-strokes. It's clear. I tried to ride a Husaberg 390 actually at the Romaniacs, and that ended my extreme enduro career. Actually, yeah. I ended my extreme enduro career, but that bike definitely helped me realized that I wasn't as good a rider as I thought I was.
Wasn't there a year where there was a lot of 4-strokes at Erzberg? Like didn't BMW do have like a team at Erzberg or something? Or
yeah, but we raced twin cylinder bikes up the mountain, and then that was it. Then I raced a gas in the Extreme Enduro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, there was a time when everybody was racing the 4-strokes up the mountain just to win the hill climb stage.
Yeah,
and then but you would not want to be on a 4-stroke in that race either. Any of those Extreme Enduros. What was that?
Litton-Vickler, the elder, rode one.
Yeah. He was my teammate on the gas team.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could pick the bike up and.
Yeah, he wasn't that big of a guy, but yeah, it was
Was he also the guy who finished, or like, did he finish or almost finished without a foot peg? Like he was missing a foot peg?
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, it wouldn't be hard to rip a foot peg off there either.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think was that the last question? The last question. Okay, so I'm sure everybody wants to hear my picks for products of the year, bikes of the year, things of the year. I got to remember. So, bike of the year, Matt. What's your 20? It's something you have to. It's a bike that you have to have ridden.
Yeah, which isn't many.
Yeah, I know. That's why it gets easy for you.
Yeah.
During this calendar year, up until now, what's the best bike of the year that you rode?
Probably that 125X, because that's the one I think I rode that one. My Husaberg 300.
Uh-huh.
A 2014,
Another Husaberg rider. No wonder I let you on the show.
A 2014 KX 450. That was my buddies at a motocross track. And then I think the bikes today. Mm-hmm. There might have been some other ones, but those are the only ones I really remember. And your KTM 200. But I think I would give it to the
YZ125X.
Yeah, just because the reason why I put is it's a cheap option, for dirt bikes. Not cheap, but inexpensive, and it can be trail ridden. You can ride it on the trails if you want, or you can ride it or you can race it. It can do both. And for someone like me, I would describe myself as someone who's slowly getting back into the sport. I don't know. That's honestly like the perfect bike for me. It's not the most expensive. I can ride it how I want to, and it'll do everything pretty well.
I don't have any disagreement with that at all. I think it's a pretty good thing. But
yeah,
and better than the KTM with the electric start today.
I honestly, the actual electric start's nice. I just like how it's more versatile than that one, because that one's just very much like wide open or nothing.
Race, yeah.
For someone who's me, like, while it was very fun, if I want to do something more than just hold it wide open, then
the Yamaha comes into play.
Yeah, I like the Yamaha a little bit more.
Okay, Logan, what do you have?
Probably a KTM 300.
KTM 300?
Yep.
Oh, your dad's bike?
Yes.
I can't argue with that either. Is yours a 20 or 21? 20. Yeah.
20.
Yeah. So that bike came across my list. So I have my list. I'm sitting here going like, what is the best bike I rode this year? And so that was right up there. And then I'm thinking, well, Honda sponsors the show, so I got to say Honda, right? Well, no, I really did like the new Honda 450R motocross bike, but I'll also tell you that I haven't spent enough time on it to know, and it does have some problems. That little jetting glitch, fuel injection glitch, whatever it is strange for a Honda to have, and I haven't ridden one that's been fixed yet, so don't know. And then I started kind of bouncing around like all the different KTMs and Huskies and some of these new gases and everything. And what I kind of settled on, the bike that I'm most impressed with, that I'm favorite. Anybody want to venture a guess? Anybody?
KTM 500?
Nope.
Husaberg 570.
Husaberg. He said it. Said, hit the damn bell. No, it is not. Nope. The Husaberg is not. Because if I never ever had to work on that bike, I mean, you know what happened to the other day is, the seat has the little pull string. The pull string hopped up inside underneath the thing, and I couldn't get the damn seat off because I had to fish around in there. And I usually have a zip tie tied to it or something to extend that lever. No, Yamaha Tenere 700.
Oh,
Yeah, Tenere 700 is and for a couple of reasons. Number one is that they absolutely nailed it with that bike. That bike, it fits a hole in the market. It's got the right price point. It's got a super high level of performance for what it's designed for what you're paying for it. Just kind of a bike that I every time I sit there and I try to find fault with it. I can't find any fault with it. And yeah, it's an adventure bike, and okay, so that's a little bit in the extremes of what we test here. But man, as a dirt going adventure bike, it's like we always talk about how good a KLR 650 is as a get into adventure bike. This bike replaces that.
Oh, really?
Like it's the modern version. It's simple. It's easy. It does all this stuff good. Yeah. So that's the bike. That's my personal Jimmy Lewis bike of the year. I don't know. I should get some of the other guys on the dirt bike test team to tell me what their bike of the year is, but they won't call me. Like they because they think I'm going to yell at them for not getting the magazine done.
Well, pretty impressive on Yamaha's part. They got 2 out of the 3 bike of the year.
2 out of 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Logan, you're like odd man out.
Yep.
You should have picked the CRF 125F.
Probably.
Yeah. I seen you ride that more than almost anything else.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't even know how you know about that KTM 300 because all I ever see you doing on that is smooching with a girl.
That's why it's the bike of the year.
Yeah. Oh, is that what's happening there? It's like, I got a 300. Check dude. If you had a Husaberg 570 like I do, you'd have like 3 girls on that thing.
Yeah, but he'd also be dead.
Oh, what a better way to go. Husaberg 570 and 3 chicks. Unless you're like me, I'd have a few dudes on there, obviously. Okay. Gear. What's the favorite piece of gear?
Favorite piece of gear of the year, or just
Piece of gear of the year? Yeah.
I only have one set right now because all of my other old sets died.
Okay.
So
Do you just want to disqualify yourself? Yeah, you haven't come across anything good? Like, okay, what do you think should be the gear of the year?
who sponsors us? That's Gear.
Climb.
Anything from them, Gear of the Year. It's fantastic.
Okay. Good.
I will say that their XC jersey and pants.
Mm-hmm.
I think I tested it back in 2015.
Yeah.
That gear held up for years.
You still have it?
I still have it. It has lots of holes in it, but that jersey actually still holds up perfect. The gloves are those disintegrated a year and a half ago, but the pants, they're still wearable. There's some holes there, but it's that jersey does not show any wear though.
Yeah, I have so much different gear. I don't get to wear stuff as long as as people that do the one gear thing. Again, talking as a magazine guy, it's like, but I do wear specific sets over and over and over just to really test the durability on it. Yeah, and yeah, I would say any piece of gear from Climb, for the most part, if you're buying the right stuff for you, is going to be a really good fit. Yeah, especially like the under layers and stuff like that, and just things. I know what mine is. What's yours, Logan?
Probably the Climb helmet, the F3 carbon helmet.
Yeah, that's really good. My noggin is safe from I had F5 on when I did my little backwards flying. I've crash tested them. They're good. The F3 is really good because it's lightweight. So lightweight. Oh, so is he. Oh, you used it too?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering. How long has it been since
It outlasted my knee in the crash. So
your head's good, but your knee's still sore. Yeah. Right. And we got a lot of stuff. Yeah, good thing Climb sponsors the show. Makes it easy to talk about. I'm going to tell you that the piece of equipment that I was most impressed with, the piece of gear that I was most impressed with, was this Climb, the Power Cross pullover. Now, I've always been a fan of vests. So I used to wear a vest a lot of times, but it just kind of leaves your arms open. And today I was wearing a Latitude jacket, and I wished that I had the Power Cross pullover today all day long because it's a little more roomy. It moves around a little bit better. Everything about it is, and it's a snow part. It's a snow piece. They don't really push it on the motorcycle side, but I'm like, told them, I was like, you gotta let moto guys, because it's a little bit warmer. It's a little bit more roomy. It's casual enough you can wear it. Like I would be wearing it right now. I would honestly wear it because it would keep me warm right now, and it's comfortable. But that is a really, really good piece of equipment. I know I did a little podcast talking about it. Everything I said about it there, I back it up times 10 now, and I've been wearing them. I have 2 different ones, and I've been wearing them all year long, except for in the summer. But like and I've been testing some newer stuff that I wish I didn't have to test it. Because that's why I wore that jacket today, because I wanted to test the fit compared to a newer jacket that I'm supposed to be testing, or I am testing.
Yeah.
I had to kind of I wanted to go back and forth. You know, you saw what I was wearing the other day, right? You can't see that. You're not allowed to see that, by the way. No pictures, no photos. Yeah, don't remember. So, but I wore a normal jacket that I was used to today to kind of compare it. And the whole time I'm going, man, I wish I was in the Power Cross.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good for climb. Look, George even put up the link to it. So
really?
You can go buy one there. Actually, if you want to buy a Power Cross jacket right now over this thing, email me over at Dirt Bike Test, and I might be able to slide you a little discount code. Might be able to slip one of those things out there. Especially anybody that stayed on the show this long. If you're watching this show, I might be able to help you out here.
Yeah,
just a little nugget in here. Bike part. So that can be anything that you put on your motorcycle. What would be your favorite bike part? I had it from riding the gases, which they do not have a certain part on them. I became very aware of how much I like a certain thing that I would like to talk about. But I can't. I forgot the name of the company that makes them. Isn't that strange? So, what's your favorite bike part, Matt?
Gas.
Gasoline. Yeah, that's important. Do you like the non-ethanol gas?
I don't.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't discriminate.
If it goes in your motorcycle and makes it go.
Yeah,
you're good. Solid. Logan?
Oil or
oil. Yeah, you got. Did you just think of that like right after you said gas?
A little bit.
Okay. Or a what now?
Stabilizer.
What kind?
Handlebar or Scott's.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you can say that too, because you can say whatever you want. No, I would say Scott's too. So that was one of the things that came across my my head too was the Scott steering stabilizer, which I'm a big fan of. I've always have been. I haven't met a bike that didn't like a Scott steering stabilizer. I mean, there's some bikes that quote don't need them until you really need them, like when you hit a rock, like I did in that sand wash. And I hate to say it, but the bike that I was on that I did hit the rock on had a Scott steering stabilizer on it. I just don't think it was adjusted the way that I like to adjust them. And there's a lot of high speed, a lot more high speed than normal, because I think the high speed, you like how I can just like back extrapolate my crash to like not happening if I would have had the right thing on my bike. Scott steering stabilizers are awesome. Yes. And there's Cody thinks one of those things. He likes Chris Birch low bars. And then Craig Albert said somebody stole his answer. Let's see. Watching from the motorhome, climb gear rocks, says Brian Downs. That's good. Let's see. Wraparound handguards, lever savers. Curly, what kind? Let's give us some name brands here, and we'll see if I can say them out loud. Mark Daniels. What do you think Mark Daniels says? Did you already look?
I don't have access to it.
Okay.
Let's see.
What do you think?
Talking about parts, though.
So Mark actually, and I'm doing this kind of for the people that are watching it on the YouTubes and the listening to it as a podcast that can't see a lot of the stuff that's flowing through on the chat room. So Mark, I'm almost positive that I'm going to pick your thing, because the other thing is something that, and we talked about this today, Matt, and is that something it's an exhaust system part.
Oh, I know exactly what you're
You
talking
know
about.
what I'm
then.
talking about now?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because the gases don't have this thing, and I realized how much I appreciate that because it does change the throttle response, the throttle performance, and it's as small as that is. I just noticed that globally across a lot of bikes, how I've started putting those things on most of the bikes, and I appreciate it. And now I don't have it, and I notice it. I'm like, oh, I want this. Especially on that bike, especially on the Gas 350. I want that little bit of throttle response that it's lacking compared to others. But anyways, it's hard to remember what that thing is anymore. I talked to them about this, and anyways, so I'm going to go with fast flex handlebars, because again, like right now, we even noticed this today because one of the things I wanted to do between those two bikes is the Gas has a cast triple clamp. It's one of their cost-cutting features.
Yeah.
And it's made so they can do a little bit reduced price that probably people won't notice. There's things they can change that most riders really in reality won't tell. But even though we were riding a 125 two-stroke and a 350 four-stroke, I could feel the difference in vibration coming through the chassis, not from the motors, because the cast, the built machine triple clamp on the KTM has rubber mounts in it. And those little bit of rubber mounts make a little bit of a difference. You noticed it a little bit more, and you felt more of the suspension.
Yeah. That was more my gripe with that bike was the
feel of the front fork.
Yeah.
But the difference between it, because I'm sensitive to this stuff, it was the cast triple clamp. It's funny because at the gas intro, when we were riding around there, I was complaining a little bit about the harshness of the fork on the bikes initially, as well as when I came back in and when I said, hey, can we check the tire pressure? They're like, are you sure it's not the triple clamp? I'm like, no, there's something wrong here.
Yeah.
Because they obviously notice this too. You feel more vibration with that cast triple clamp. And I'm actually surprised at how much difference it is. But then again, I think back, I have a lot of bikes with that cast triple clamp, all my EXCs.
Yeah.
But all my EXCs have the BRP bar mount that has vibration dampening in it. And I run flex handlebars on most of my bikes that also, I don't think flex handlebars dampen as much vibration as they'd like to say they do. Because there's still some solidness to the mounting.
Right.
But what they do, and this is why I'm bringing this up now, because this is the other thing I noticed today is after feeling these two triple clamps is like my wrists are really sore.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm sitting there going, my wrists are sore from that little ride enough to where like they're going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why? No flex bars.
Right.
That's the difference it makes. And those little things that I was sitting there picking with, like we changed the air pressure on the fork. Oh, by the way, you got to give me back my tools.
Oh, I brought him back there on the table right there.
So, so that little bit of vibration and stuff, it just, but just the hits on the fork, just the impacts, the flex handlebars make bad forks good. So I'm so much less picky about a fork when I have a flex handlebar on it.
Yeah.
And then plus then my wrists just plain don't hurt. So that is going to be, it's been my product of the year for the last 5 or 6 years. I mean, it'd be one of the ones I'd say right off the top, but that is one of the things that is, especially with chassis getting stiffer and stiffer and going for more race-like suspensions, stuff like that. Those things are really, really good. So yeah, happy with those, and bummed I didn't have them on the bikes today. So, let's see. George says I should talk about my classes. Logan, how come you didn't recommend my classes as the best product of the year? He doesn't know?
I read it after.
You read it after.
That could be the best tool of the year.
Oh, we can still qualify it in the tool. Yeah, it's a tool for you.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of goes into all these except maybe gear.
Yep.
But
yeah, it's not the best bike.
You make the bike better.
Bobby Coleman says shorter clutch and brake levers. What brand is that? RK Tech Head has been amazing on my 300 TPI as well. I would like to test those, Cody. I would actually like to. I tried a guy came to my class that had all the stuff done to his 300 TPI, had the get ignition and the new double fuel injectors and all the bells and whistles, and I rode it, and I was, again, not really impressed. It seemed like the stuff could work. You have the tunability to make it work, but it seemed like it would probably work really good on a dyno. seemed like the numbers, like when I had really good traction, I could put a load on it. It seemed like it worked good. But other than that, I'm like, what's this thing doing? But I could see that, there with the new TPI bikes, there's a little bit of detonation. It's mostly a sound than a performance thing. But I could see where somebody that plays around with some head shapes and stuff could do some really good stuff with that. Let's see. He's talking about his, I think the head BRP mounts and flex bars are to beat. That's right, to beat. They're the best. Are to beat, the best, maybe. Mark, are you doing text to speech again with a couple tequilas in you? By the way, I'm having El Jimador tonight, and El Mayor. Yeah, it's just a couple. Yeah. Oh well. Do you guys want some?
Sure.
Okay, come on over and pour it. There's a shot glass right over on the side there. We never found out whether Jeremy showed up yet.
He liked my message.
He liked your message?
Yeah.
Oh, because we get that black bottle down here and try. So we should it's the end of the year show, right?
Yeah.
Let's have New Year's Eve right here.
Want me to get it? Or studio audience gets it.
You can get it.
All right.
Yeah, just go bring that whole case down. And we'll just let Logan sit there in amazement. You're not going to say anything, are you?
What?
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I just didn't want you to say anything, that we're using this thing. Let's see. I got believe it or not, I just got messaged from one no. Matt, why don't you go up there and grab the one in the protective case. Don't let Bob get anywhere near that thing because he'll knock it over and break it for sure.
Turn the alarm off.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Careful with that. It's heavy. There's not much in there. And I'm going to need a clean glass. We're going to need 2 clean shot glasses. So you just work your way into the kitchen there.
Where should I put this?
In my hand. Like I'm going to grab it right here because I know it's safe. Got it.
Okay.
Yep. This is what you always expect in Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, a surprise. If any of you donkeys want to research the price on this and know what I need for my birthday, which it's whenever you want, you can just send a bottle of that at any time.
It looks like a trophy.
Oh, it's a trophy, all right. That's a trophy bottle of tequila. So it's blocking you, Logan. Nobody's going to be able to see you there. Move it over to the side. Just smile around the corner.
Oh.
Let's see. Yes, I am, and they are hard to beat. That's what. Let's see. Everybody's complaining about me now because I'm showing off. Now I'm showing off, right?
Yeah. There's just more pats on the back.
Right. I'm lucky I have good friends because there's no way in the world I could afford this. So we're gonna see. Watch this. It opens up. You can't see this right now if you're listening, but it opens up. It's almost like a kind of a sarcophagus kind of like design or something. But and this thing pours. Oh, how much is in there? I have to do a survey on this. George, I see your fingerprints on this. Oh, there's some in there. Yeah, it's a little bit good. Here, you want to touch that? That's it.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Is this like my tuition in my hand right here?
It could be. Oh, you know about that?
Yeah. You showed me that.
With the white bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That one's really nice.
So this is where we do we just take pulls now?
No. College kid over there.
Yeah, we pass it back and forth.
Yeah,
around.
careful. You can give the cork a smell or something like that, but just be careful with the rest of it. You need clean shot glasses with this one. I don't want one of these contaminated ones. So this is Clase Azul Ultra Anejo, which is really good for Tech Talk. I want to know where George is probably slitting his wrists right now as he knows how nice this is. And then my bartender, Janie's probably pretty upset she doesn't get to partake in this. Bob, what happened? You were put in charge of one small task. We're going to bring the... I thought so. Bring the paper towels over here. We're cleaning this thing up. It's a screw top, somebody says. No, it's a bell top. There's that. Here, grab that one there. You can reach up there and grab that.
So it is
Thank you.
$1,800.
$1,800 tequila.
Yeah.
Wait, you're willing to share $1,800 tequila
With you, Matt. Yeah, you're a big boy now. You're allowed to have some of this.
You should put that in your diary, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, I'm putting this on my.
Yeah, it's
Put
put
this
it
on
on your
my,
Instagram with your
yeah.
followers and stuff like that. Yeah, you can go live. Mark Daniels is toasting with 1942. That's what Bob tried to bring over here. He thought that was in the same league as this, Mark, but it really is not. You got that clean thing over there? I'm going to pour it. You know, I think
I got an Instagram follower.
Oh, you got an Instagram follower out of this? Hey, was the last time we poured this was when Johnny was here, right? Johnny Campbell, and he got a little crazy with it, right? Yeah, because it's got a.
I don't think you told him how much it was.
Oh, I don't really like to brag like that, do I? so, yeah, this is sipping tequila. I'll give you a little bit there. That's a pretty generous pour, Matt. You enjoy that,
Oh, I will.
So the
I think $5 just fell on the table.
it'll evaporate.
I think that's more than $5.
It'll help the aroma. Hold on. Okay, so that's this. I'll put it. I don't want it to get broken. It's in front of the camera. I can't put it on the soundboard. I'll put it right over here. Got to find a spot. If you saw what a S show this this operation is. So here's this, Matt. Cheers. You're busy.
Don't shoot it. Sniff it first.
Yeah, just
Take a sniff. Don't shoot it.
No, yeah.
just. I don't know if I want to.
No, that should last about a half an hour. So yeah.
How long did yours last?
My what?
Your shot glass.
Oh,
Wow.
I just took a little sip. That is smooth, huh?
That is the first tequila I've ever had that has no burn whatsoever. Like
It will. That's the thing is just give it a little while. You'll start feeling it go down your throat. Yeah, warm. I wouldn't call it burn. It's like warm. Suck the paper towel. Don't waste it. Okay, let's get it back into what we're supposed to be talking about here. Tools. This is the tequila.
this is the greatest tool.
Yeah. Well, so
It don't recommend it, but I imagine it can make you go faster. That's so crash more.
you could. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Don't do this, by the way. That was just
not a
joke.
suggestion.
Maybe a poor joke, but
Yeah. Boy, that is good. So my favorite tool of the year. Anybody else have any? It's 2019 Kirkland, as George is saying. No, the tamper-proof seal was still on it, George, and I didn't see your fingerprints. So, I'm trying to remember what I got. I got a tool. I got a couple tools this year that I thought were really cool. I tell you what, screw extractors came in really big handy this year. Pulling countershaft bolts out of KTM output shafts in emergency situations due to overuse of torque wrench. Not torque wrench, just impact driver. Oh, you know what I got for Christmas?
what?
Andrew Short got me a Rabaconda, the moose changing tool. So now everybody, if you guys need moose changes, you can come over and you could give Jimmy a few beers and he probably Rabaconda your moose right off. See, Andrew got so sick of just watching me suffer on my hands and knees doing it my old school stuff, some vice grips in the rim ways. Or he actually, one of my mooses went really soft and they're like, Jimmy, you can't ride in that. And he's like, just take one out of one of his used wheels because it was way better than the one that was in my used wheel.
Yeah.
And I think I think it pained him so much to watch me change that thing. It really wasn't that bad, but so a Rabaconda showed up here just before Christmas.
Oh, nice.
What a nice Christmas present, man. That dude's first class. So what I was going to say before we got distracted also with the tequila was that Ricky's mechanic, Eric Seitern, he can't sleep right now in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Checking us out in the chat room.
Oh, nice.
So he gave me a text message. So it's 12 hours difference or something like that, and they're up at 3:00 in the morning. Can't sleep because of the time change. So good luck to all those guys. They had to do a 48-hour quarantine when they got there. Just part of the regulations they have with it and stuff. And they're all going through scrutineering and getting the stuff stuck up their noses and all checked out, and should be pretty crazy. So yeah, Rabiconda is the tire changer. I've not used one yet, so I've watched them. Hey, my Amazon tire pressure tool was a good value. So Mark said that we did a show and we put that as our thing on one of the Amazon Prime. Oh yeah, if you ever want to support the show, by the way, we do. If you go to any of the stories on Fresh Dirt, a lot of times we put an Amazon link at the bottom. It's a searchable link. If you need to buy anything and you want to, give us a little nugget, search through that and then buy through there, and we get a little bit of chump change. Helps kind of keep this thing going.
And it doesn't need to be anything dirt bike related, right? It just needs to go through that link.
Yeah, just through that link, and then we get a little portion of that. I don't really push all. I'm really bad at pushing all the sponsors. So the best tool you can get for anything is. Go ahead, Logan. What is it? What's the best tool? We talked about it like 4 minutes ago.
The moose changing thing?
You're as bad as me. That is.
I missed that too, actually. So
didn't George text? Hasn't he been texting you and telling you what to say?
No.
George, now I'm blaming you. Yeah, I'm glad you don't get to drink this tequila now. It's the school I run.
Oh.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, you used to work there, remember? Yeah.
at the school?
The school, yeah, you used to work there too.
Yeah. Wait. He used to work there?
That's what I said. Yeah, I haven't seen him lately. He never shows up anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. You still work there, don't you? At my school?
In a way.
Okay, that's right. You're part owner, right?
Yeah. Well, top secret stuff.
Oh, top secret stuff. That's right.
Yeah. We don't want to share that.
George
yet.
seems to think that George, I think they're sold out. We're sold out of the gray Bolt T-shirt that he just put up. No, we have a few more of those left. Kurt Jones suspects that it's riding classes. Oh, Dennis even says the same thing. JL Riding School. Mm-hmm. What a shameless plug that is.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Dennis, your half off is in the mail.
He's taken it so many times.
He doesn't want a discount half the time. We try to throw him a discount. He's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
He should be like the best student. Actually, he should start working as an instructor.
Yeah. He just flies down to be an instructor.
Yeah. That's what George did.
Yeah.
Came so many times we had to make him work for us. So, okay. Come on. Best tool, Logan. What do you got? What was the last tool you used on a motorcycle?
Last tool I used was a 10 millimeter T-handle.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Is it a good one?
Yeah.
What brand?
Motion Pro?
Yeah. Motion Pro?
I will say it's hard to go. It's.
I used one of Matt's 10 millimeter wrenches today.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how good of a wrench it was in his fanny pack.
Nothing but the best, including the Allen, the T-handle Allen tool that got shaved down to fit perfectly in the power valve adjustment for the KTMs.
That's a enduro engineering tool.
No. This is one Bob made for my Iserberg.
Why didn't you just buy the enduro engineering tool?
They weren't around then.
Oh, yeah. It would have cost. I'm sure they were. They were around since those things have been around since a long time ago. Ever since, because they always had that adjustable power valve on the what bike was it that had those? Like they've had them on the 250s forever. I thought.
I didn't know, so I just made one.
Yeah, probably really expensive aircraft grade something or other. Yeah.
Oh no, it's just a Allen head T-handle
Really
shaved down.
expensive and exotic and worth a lot of
Yeah.
money.
You can just wedge a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 inch ratchet in there, or a screwdriver, a nice flat bladed screwdriver. You just fit it in there. It's not that hard to turn. I'm still trying. The reason I'm delaying here is I'm trying to remember what the best tool is. I'm gonna say this is a reach for me. This is honestly a reach for me because. The reason why this is the best is for a very specific reason. But you have to have friends, and I don't know what those are, where you get those, or how you buy them, or how they work. But I heard if you have friends and you want to go riding with your friends, you should all be running Trail Tech Voyagers with the buddy tracking on it. That's my product that I like of the year, and especially now that you can download maps into it. I think that software upgrade is out now. I haven't had time to upgrade mine yet, but I don't really need maps. I use it mostly for like watching my buddies get lost when they're riding behind me because they can't follow the track that's right in front of them. And then I get frustrated.
Okay,
Did you lose track?
it is easy to lose the track when there's a lot of bushes in those washes.
But you didn't have a Trail Tech Voyager on today.
No.
If you would have had one, it would have been drawing a line right in front of you exactly where I went.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So imagine how awesome that would be.
Yeah. It updates that fast.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. The buddy tracking is pretty awesome. So what I would be doing is I would be leaving a buddy tail. So it would show you where I was going. And it would draw a track log exactly where I went. And as long as you're within RF contact, it is able to do pretty accurate.
Yeah,
and the distance we were riding today would have been all day long because there's not really no obstructions and stuff like that. But it's a pretty cool little feature. You guys have both used the Voyager Pros, yeah? But no buddy tracking?
No, we had buddy tracking, but it didn't show a track.
It didn't.
It shows your position.
It's a software update. Yeah, it's one of the improvements, the upgrades on it. Yeah, so it essentially leaves a little bit of a trail behind.
I have the upgrade and was riding with it today, but he didn't have one.
Oh, he didn't. Well, first of all, it's really strange. Well, you have a friend, which is kind of strange. I mean, I don't know what that's like. So, but you got to get your friend to have the same and that's the caveat with this whole thing. Is like people say, "Hey, what's the best GPS?" And they're all talking about the Garmin's, all this different things. Like for motorcycle specific, actually, as a motorcycle specific device, it's really awesome because you can see your RPM and engine temperature and different stuff, whatever you hook it up to. But that buddy tracking, and for me also, the other thing that's awesome is when I am using the maps that are in it, what they call perspective GPS, angling the earth down. So you're looking at it more like a flyover in Google Earth, and you can see the topographical features, which is pretty cool. And I haven't seen that on any other, actually GPS units. Yeah, you can get it on certain phone apps and things like that, but kind of a cool feature. So I'm going to go with that as a tool. There was some other like bike specific tools that there's been a couple that I've gone, these are cool. I want to tell people about them, and I always forget. But that's what happens when you get old, right, Logan?
And also when people don't want to share their companies.
Oh, was it a company that I didn't want to talk to? Or I would actually, if they paid me, then I would just talk about it nonstop.
Probably.
Like what? Like the new 2021 Honda CRF 450R?
Yeah.
The bike that's designed to take you straight from the starting gate to Victory Circle? Mm-hmm. That awesome open class motocrosser features an all new chassis. What else?
A major engine overhaul.
New suspension.
And new bodywork.
And you can forget about clutch fade adjustment or hand fatigue with the new hydraulic clutch system.
Lighter than ever, the CRF 450R explodes out of corners when time to increase your lead.
So get on down to your local Honda dealer and check out the 2021 Honda CRF 450R. Go to mx.honda.com to see the full line of competition bikes. And what is the CRF 450R designed for?
It is intended for closed course operation only.
That's right, because it's a race bike. So, how'd you like we slid that right into the program, huh?
Yep.
So you guys practice that?
Almost. So the battery pigtail that fits right in your Jumpstart battery is my tool for the year. That's actually a pretty good thing too. So this is actually something that George should write a tech tip on, I would think, for Dirt Bike Test. Mm-hmm. It's Jim, the guy whose bike I cartwheeled.
Yeah.
That came up with this really good idea on how to make the pigtail go straight into your lithium battery, your little charger and stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's see, at $500 a glass, it will have to wait. So, yeah, they're all talking about riding with friends. Expensive GPS tool, Voyager Pro, but it works. Yes, that is true. It's not cheap. Good things aren't cheap. A line in the sand. He was saying, well, that's what Matt was following today. It was a line in the sand.
Yeah.
But if every once in a while, like sand hardens up and then Jimmy goes through bushes, like not like on purpose. It just happens. Because sometimes like water turns quicker than Jimmy can, and then I end up in the bushes. So yeah, that's the way it works. A Motion Pro multi-tool. That's a good tool. I did a little video on one of those. I think that's about it. You have anything else, Logan? What do you have to say? Did you prepare your segment for this week?
No.
What time are you going to be over tomorrow to edit this? What time can all of our people that are anxiously waiting for it? They don't know they're waiting for it yet. Like they really want to see this on Wednesday night on the YouTubes. Can they
Yes.
expect that?
Yes.
Okay, I can hold you to it.
Yeah.
Really? You got Dad's backing on this? He's not in charge anymore. So okay. Well, right on. Hey, thanks everybody for sticking around and watching the show. Good times. Anti-gravity clamp. They make that thing, George? Wow.
We bought them.
You bought them too?
Yeah.
So instead of having the old style pigtail that comes out,
Plug in.
it plugs right into that jump starter.
Yeah.
Wow. How come you didn't say anything? You're just sitting over there.
It's stupid proof.
Stupid proof. No, you didn't want to admit that you had to stupid proof your bike.
We never used them.
Oh, they never.
We didn't
No, that's
we didn't put them on the bike. We just carried them in case we had to start using them.
had okay in case we had to start using them. Yeah, because batteries go bad.
Because if that red wire shorts out, it's taking everything down.
Right. That's a
It's a big deal.
yeah. There's a lot of things that
It can happen bad.
bad things can happen. You know, even through preventative maintenance and stuff, or maybe having a outsmarting the manufacturer and say, oh, I'm going to make this better. Like Bob always does. I buy a lot of Bob's used bikes, and like we call it unbobbing them. Yeah, it's like I'm still worried about. I have his KTM 500 that I'm unbobbing currently. In this is debobbing. Yeah, so I'm gonna send the suspension to Kreft because we're gonna do an evaluation on their suspension, and I gave Bob. You know, he had his favorite setting on it, and I told him what I thought of it and how it worked and everything, which is different. It may work for him just fine, doesn't work for me. But I'm very worried about, like, is there anything funky inside of that I shouldn't be sending them that suspension? Like, are they going to open up and all of a sudden there's some carbon fiber valve shims or something in there? There's not going to be, like, a serrated piston inside of it. No. Tapered bores inside of the shock body. None of that. No. Triple stacked valving.
It's got the bigger spring in the front and the back is stock.
Has the suspension been serviced?
No.
At how many hours?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no. Oh, so they're going to be replacing everything. So, okay, we'll let you know how all this stuff goes. Hey, the screen died out behind us. That means it's time to shut the show down. Anyway, right on, guys. Thanks a lot. Hey, good luck to all my buddies over in Dakar. I'm supposed to be on some other janky podcast about Dakar, and I'll put it up on the social medias because they want an expert opinion. So I don't know why they called me, but other than that,
Are you allowed to say what podcast?
I don't even know what it's called.
Oh, is it from someone in Vegas?
No, I think Cycle News is doing it.
Oh, okay.
It's Jesse Ziegler,
Okay.
the guy that ruined Dirt Rider magazine. He's now at Cycle News, and he wants to have me on the show. He got all the top racers and stuff, but he's been trying to schedule me, and I'm just hard to get a hold of.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else, Logan? Sure. You don't have anything else. There's no burn. You don't have anything burning that you just want to shoot out there.
No.
No, got it. Yeah, kind of expected that. I thought you were going to say what. Okay, everybody. Cheers, and we will see you out on the trail. Bye. Hi, this is Jimmy Lewis with Dirt Bike Test and Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about Recluse clutches. Now, I've been using Recluse clutches since I think our wheels were made out of wood, but I can't be sure. And they've come a long ways. The auto clutch technology is frankly amazing. They're getting with better materials, more time learning how these things work and function. The ability for them to tune these clutches into, well, let's put it this way. I feel like I'm really good on the clutch, and I don't feel like I'm as good as a Recluse, especially when it's set up properly. With all the tuning and options they have, you can set up your Recluse clutch to do almost anything you want. How do you know? Well, I watch people literally increase the skill level just by putting a Recluse in their bike, and that's not easy to do. So if you are interested in learning more, you can always go to recluse.com. That's www.rekluse.com and learn and find out what you need for your bike.